Greetings, everybody. I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So we're now doing the first episode I do every week, which is called This Week. We're already at number 90, hard to believe. I actually had done away with it a bit, and then I got some people requesting having it back, so I had tried an attempt to do stuff as I was doing other episodes, and then it just got too confusing. I like doing this because it organizes it for me, and then I don't miss anything. It also organizes it for you. If there's something you want to watch, you know when it's going to come out, and that's normally the main reason I do it. So this show this week usually talks about what I'm going to be doing for the week we're going into, the one we're just starting now. I sometimes talk a little bit about the past and sometimes go into the future about what's going to be happening later in the month or later next month or whatever. So the first thing is to go back a little bit. We did have one episode, my last episode of my mini-series, My Favorite Drummers, episode number 5, featuring Neil Peart, was supposed to come out Sunday night. I did everything. I uploaded it. I set it to go that. And I'm not really sure why it came out. I think it came out on a Wednesday for some reason. So I'm thinking that when I set it, I must have banged the number or something for the day and moved it ahead. So I do apologize for that. I apologize mostly that I didn't notice that it didn't come out until it actually did come out. Anyways, we're going to move on to the rest of the week now. For this week, other than this episode, which comes out today at noon, there's one other show for today. It's going to come out tonight at 8 o'clock. It's a new show that we started a couple of weeks ago. The first episode went, I think, 2 Sundays ago. So this one will come out today. And this is called Two Musical Commonalities that we compare. So we did 2 already. I think it was the 2 Queen albums. Now we're going to do a comparison between 2 different albums from 2 different groups, but there's a lot of similarities between these albums. This one, the Yes album, and the other one is Choice Cuts from Masters Apprentices. I like both of these albums quite a bit. Obviously, I have a lot more history with this album. I've owned it in multiple forms. That one I haven't owned. I have attempted to get it. I have actually found somebody who can get it for me, so I may end up getting it in time to do this show, but don't hold your breath. But that's an album so we're going to compare the 2, talk about the 2 albums, what's similar, what commonalities they have, and then obvious differences as well. So that will be for tonight's episode, the 2 musical commonalities compared. The next show that comes out, sorry, there seems to be a motorcycle in the neighborhood. The next album to come out is my look back at oh my god, never ends, eh? My next episode is my look back at a classic rock album. This comes out on Monday nights. The album I chose, I know we recently did one from this band maybe 2-3 months ago, but I wanted to do this one as well, so we're going to do the Police's Synchronicity. I think this is a pretty underrated album. Most people will talk about Zenyatta Mondatta or Regatta de Blanc or even the first album, but not many people talk about this one, which is unfortunate because I think this is a great album. So that's what we're going to be doing for Look Back at a Classic Rock Album. The next show that comes out will come out Tuesday, and this week we're doing Ranking the Songs off an Album. The album I've chosen, I recently watched an episode of Guitar Hack, and Pete Pardo, Martin Popoff, and Guitar Hack were all on there doing their ranking of the Blue Oyster Cult albums, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do this album for ranking the albums, because I love this album. This was my introduction to Blue Oyster Cult. This album has no weak sisters on it at all, I don't think. Don't Turn Your Back. Yeah, maybe that one. But anyways, we're going to rank the songs from the Blue Oyster Cult's Fire of Unknown Origin for this week on Tuesday night. So the next show that we usually do is on Wednesday, but we also have another Tuesday show that will come out probably in the afternoon called Album Hauls, or What's New, or not What's New, but new albums I've purchased. I've got 6 for this week. There might be more if I go out today, but I'm thinking I probably won't. I have 6. It was a bit of an expensive ones. I bought a couple that were kind of pricey, but I wanted to have them, and so we'll be discussing, or I'll be showing you those on my album hauls this week. That'll be on Tuesday. Wednesday night's favorites. So we're going to do the second kind of part. It's kind of like a part B, although it's a different topic. But we did our top 10 rock bands that were underrated. Now we're going to do our top 10, or in my case, it's going to be my top 10 favorite rock bands that are overrated. And I've decided to do a little bit different here. A lot of people would just put down 10 bands that were overrated, and they just pick the 10 bands they don't like. I don't really want to talk about bands I don't like. I don't listen to them, so why would I talk about them? That never really made any sense to me. If I'm not listening to something, why would I want to spend time listening to it and talking about it? It doesn't make any sense. So I've picked 10 bands that I actually like, but I still think they're overrated. And I know that's kind of weird, but there are bands out there that I absolutely think I love. I think they're just great bands, but I think that they get way too much attention for themselves. And so we're going to talk about those 10 bands, and this will probably be controversial and cause a few people to get upset. It's not meant to be that way. The fact that we're talking about the bands means we like them, at least in my opinion. So maybe they are a little bit overrated, but who really cares? But we're doing this video because we want to talk about bands that are overrated. So that's my stick on it, and I'm going to stick with that unless I change my mind, which is quite often. Okay, so the next show that comes out is on Thursday night. This is called What's New. Usually I choose it, well, not usually, always I choose an album from the current year we're in, which is 2024. This week's is going to be a band called 6x6, and the album is Beyond the Shadowland. I know a lot of these are kind of bands that people don't know about, but lots of really good stuff out there. Lots. Like you really can't. For people that say there's no new music, they're wrong. There is like way more music than you can possibly shake a stick at. So, so the album is Beyond the Shadowlands by 6x6. That's what we're doing for What's New this week. And I think that is it for the week. I may do a one-off if time permits. I have one in mind, but I don't know if I'll have time or not. The next mini-series won't go until probably after I've been at work for a bit, because I really don't know how much time I'm going to be involved with that project, which is work, so you got to work. Don't know how much involvement I'm going to have there until I've had it, and I may not have the time to do as much as I like, so I'll probably take a week, no mini-series for the week, and then see what happens, and then once I get a kind of understanding of what my time frame might be like, then I'll probably do some more. I have a couple in mind. And in the future, I'm thinking that once I've been at the company for a month or so, I may do a monthly series. I haven't done one of those for some time now, and I feel like the urge to get back at it. And as far as ranking the albums goes, we did have a winner. Came out last Friday, the finals between Griffin's Red Queen to Griffin 3 and Big Train and their album Folklore. If you want to see the winner, you can go and watch the episode. And I haven't talked to Ben or had a chance to check my email today or yesterday, so I'm not sure. But I think we'll probably take a couple weeks down and then we'll come back at it. But I'll talk to him and then we'll decide then. So anyways, that's it for this week. I hope to see you guys throughout the week. Hope to give you some entertainment. Also hope to talk about some great music. And we will see you then. Take care and goodbye.